Whoa! I'm not even ready for you guys yet. Can't you see I'm cleaning? Just kidding. I wasn't really cleaning my lens. I just did it to make you laugh. Did it work? Hi, welcome back to the channel. I have a question for you today. Have you ever heard the phrase, a jack of all trades? If you haven't, basically what it means is somebody who is really good at a bunch of different things. But for me, it means somebody who does entirely too much and has way too many freaking hobbies. This week, we were challenged to show you where our comfort zones are. Where are my comfort zones, you may ask? I'm so glad you asked. Let me show you. Come on, chop chop. We got things to do. Also, don't touch anything. Can't you see I just cleaned? For as long as I can remember, reading has been a huge comfort for me. I started reading at a young age, and some of my best memories involve stories and characters that I fell in love with through literature. Reading is not just a pastime for me, it's a way to escape reality and let my imagination run wild and free. I love to read stories that are fast-paced, with action and dynamic characters that have complicated backstories and even more complicated character growth. When it comes to writing, it turns out I love the exact same thing. When I'm reading and writing, I truly just let everything go and become a version of myself that only exists on the pages. As a reader, I indulge in all things fantasy and sci-fi. Some of my favorite stories are Maximum Ride, A Court of Thorn and Roses, the Hunger Games series, and The Divine Rivals. The literary version of me is a little bit different than who I am on a daily basis, perhaps a little bit more academic and scholarly, but somebody who is still 100% devoted and in love with her comfort zones. As someone with such an active imagination, it's no surprise that my next comfort zone would be cosplay. I've been a cosplayer for the past 11.5 years, and cosplay has been a zone I have been so comfortable in, but it wasn't always like that. Getting into cosplay involves things like confidence and self-esteem, things that I have built up over the years in donning over 30 to 35 costumes from characters all over media like video games and anime that I have loved and fallen in love with. Cosplay is an expensive hobby, but it is a really good stretch for your imagination, and it is a way for you to really flex creative chops in learning things like sewing, crafting, and armor work. I have learned how to create weapons and armor pieces over the years from scratch, and it has definitely humbled me in ways I really wasn't expecting. Cosplay has done wonders for my confidence and self-esteem. It has taught me to think outside of the box and to be as innovative as possible when thinking of ways to create. Cosplay certainly isn't for everybody, as you need to be comfortable in wearing a costume in public spaces, but for me, it is a way for me to show love and to show homage to the characters that helped shape me since my adolescence. Some of my favorite cosplays I've ever done is Kenshin Himura, Edward Elric, Tanjiro Kamado, Sombra, and Nana Shimura. Cosplay has been a huge outlet for me over the last 11.5 years, and even though I know it can definitely be a strange hobby to some, it is a part of a lifestyle that I never really imagined I'd be getting into my 20s, but it's something I have loved all these years. Oh, man, all that traveling back and forth is so tiring. Well, maybe not for you. You're watching from the comfort of your own home. Lucky you. Another one of my biggest comfort zones definitely has to be gaming. It's no secret that I've been a gamer since I was a little kid. Since I was old enough to hold a controller, my parents have been pushing me to play games and to fall in love with games all my life. That naturally led to streaming games as well, and the two combined into one of my favorite comfort zones. Gaming for me is not just a passion. It is a way of life. Gaming has taken me to so many different places, meeting so many different people, and has put my foot in a couple of doors that I would not have been able to get into if I was not a gamer. Some of my favorite stories and characters come from my favorite video games. Things like Tales of Vesperia, Resident Evil 4, Final Fantasy VII, and The Last of Us, to name a few. I am truly comfortable when I am gaming and just immersing myself in a really good story with really good dynamic characters. And so when I took that into streaming, I didn't realize that I would also feel entirely comfortable with the community that I built from the ground up. I've been streaming for the last 3.5 years. I've been gaming all my life. And so when the two combined, it just made sense for me to fall in love with streaming in the same way that I fell in love with gaming, but perhaps a step forward. With streaming, I have this sense of community and joy and laughter that I don't get anywhere else. What I have cultivated within my community is a combination of chaos, cozy, laughter, and all sorts of in between. The version that I portray of myself on camera is exactly what you get in real life. So for me to be able to do something like that, I have to truly feel comfortable within my zone. I find comfort in many different zones when it comes to streaming and gaming. I play lots of horror games.
You always say better route will come, and honestly, it does.
Cozy games.
Have you tried some of Darcy's iced herbals? It's one of her specialties. Come on.
RPGs.
Break it! Break it! This sucks!
And more. I do mental health discussions.
It is a balance. You have to learn how to talk about your emotions. You have to learn how to emotionally regulate yourself. And you have to learn how to do this in a way that gives you balance.
I talk about literary reading and writing, including my own book.
I did it, y'all. I wrote 10,600 words so far, and I'm still going.
I hold open study and body doubling spaces in co-working, and I also do a lot of whatever I want. Amidst all of my comfort zones, one of my biggest comforts is learning. I love to challenge myself. I love to consistently learn, and so I'm always in the position to be taught. This challenge and this RESPAWN Invitationals has challenged me in ways I have not yet been challenged. And so it has been so fun to continue to learn, practice new skills, and improve upon things that I previously thought I was pretty good at, but now I'm only getting better. Having multiple comfort zones can sometimes be a little overwhelming, but it means that I will never have a shortage of things that I truly enjoy and I truly shine and come to life in. Whether it's donning a costume for an entire weekend, cozying up in my favorite cafe with my favorite book, staying up late to plot points and chapters out in my own novel, or streaming games and having fun and chaos with my community, I have multiple comforts that bring me the greatest joy, and I encourage everybody to go find your own comforts too. I hope you had a blast learning about what my comfort zones were. If you like what you saw, I deeply encourage you to like, comment, and subscribe so that you can get access to all types of content that I do here on this channel. I wish you all luck in figuring out what your comfort zones are. Don't be afraid to try new things and challenge yourselves. I promise you it'll be worth it. And for the rest of you, mwah! Take my love and my light with you, kiss your pets and your loved ones for me, and don't you dare forget to stay sexy. That part is really, really important. I'll catch you guys in the next video. Bye-bye!